Greetings, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And we're going to be tying up this. This is the fried egg streamer, Custom Tides version. Made a couple of changes, but it's a really good pattern. So the ingredients, the recipe will be in the description. So I'm just kind of gonna go over the step-by-steps for you. I'll talk about each material as I go through it. All right, this is a Mustad $33.99 wet fly hook, but any standard Shank wide gap wet fly hook will do the trick. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some .020 lead on the body. And the next thing I'm going to do is turn the light on so I can see. I want to drown it out. So I usually put about, I don't know, 15 or 16 turns. I want to make sure I leave room for my head. Got some Danville Flymaster 140 denier in tan. Gonna get that all bound in. And I'm gonna I do these flies in pieces for stability and for soundness of construction, because I don't want them to fall apart while my customers or myself are using them. So I'm going to sit that off to dry. And when it's dry, it's going to look like this. Get tied back in. I'm going to take a piece of this Hareline's Chocolate Finesse body chenille in minnow gray. And just like any, well, these long fiber chenilles, so you have that end with the points facing backwards. Where they're facing like to you. And then this end where they're facing like away from you. That's the end you want. Sometimes you do want the other end, but not for this application. Okay, there's that. Now I got some Senyo Lazer dub in minnow silver minnow body. And I'm going to put about 4.5 or 5 inches of a pretty small diameter noodle. I'm just basically putting a foundation body, I guess, for lack of a better term. So you're looking for like 4.5, 5 inches, something like that. It's not really that important to like get out a ruler or anything. I'm just, you know, trying to give you a general idea. Better to add some than to have to try to take some off. See, I'm going to have to add some. That's okay. There we go. A couple of half hitches here. And I'm going to take this Finesse body chenille stuff and I'm going to make open spirals, stroking those fibers back as I go. You don't want them touching. And you want to make sure you rake everything back. And you want to leave yourself a little better than 1/8 of an inch. Pay no mind to the dog having a nap. Hit that with a little head cement. And I'm going to leave it off to dry. I made these earlier. I should show you how to make the tail, the Zonker tail. Pretty easy. Just have this Hareline micro rabbit strips in Grizzly, and you're going to face the leather toward you, and you're going to measure 1.25 inches. I got a little ruler here on my bench. Peel the fur back, snip it. You don't want to snip the fur, so your tail should look like that. Okay. Now that guy's dry. Now you're going to go with your Danville Flymaster 140 denier in black. Get tied in. Go all the way back to where the chenille starts. You got this fulling mill. It's called Easy Egg Yarn UV Fluorescent Sunburst Orange. Looks like this. So it's just a strip. It's like a chenille. I mean, I suppose it is a chenille. So you want to peel off some of those fibers so you get an exposed end. You just take a couple of pinch wraps right there. Bring that forward. Now you're going to want to rake these back. And you're probably going to get 2 or 3 wraps. This is your egg yolk. Because this is an Albion pattern. Yep. Make sure that that's good and secure. And you got your little piece of rabbit strip. And you're going to want to just trim about 1/8 of an inch down from the end. And you just want to trim that fur off. So you got an exposed piece of hide right there. And you want to stroke all that stuff back. And then you just cover that all with thread. And if you have a little white right in here, don't worry about it. You can hit that with a marker. See, I'm going to hit that little spot right there with a Sharpie, and it's all gone. Okay. Kind of twist and pull a little bit. Get this zonker to cooperate the way you want it to. All right. Now you got your super glue. This super glue I get it at the Dollar Tree. Of course, stuff at the Dollar Tree isn't $1 anymore. Now it's $1.25. But you get 2 of these for $1.25, and you know, they just last and last, and it's you know, it's great super glue. So you just put a drop of super glue in there where the eye is going to go. And, you know, find your eyes before your glue dries. Got my little 6mm eyes here. Right, little 6mm eye. I'm going to do that again. Cap my super glue up. So my 6mm eyes, 6mm 3D gold eyes, I get these on eBay. Don't ask me where, you know, because I bought them several years ago and I couldn't tell you exactly what vendor I got them from. But you just type in, you know, 6mm gold eyes. They'll come up, or you can send me an email and, you know, I can sell you 100 of them or something. Okay, now this zonker strip, you got this little hole right here in between the eyes. So you want to fill that up with UV resin. Holding the Zonker strip back. Now when you feel it, it's going to be a little rough because you didn't fill the whole thing in. So go back to it. Put a little more in there so it's smooth. You want to make sure that you don't get any in your eye. In either of your eyes, the hook eye or your eyeball. Because I'm telling you what, man, you get this stuff in your eyeball and you'll know it. That's for sure. By the way, as far as UV resin, sometimes I use Solar Res, and sometimes I use this Chinese stuff that I get again through eBay. Just depends on the application, what I need it for. If it's heavier, then I use the Chinese stuff. If it's thinner, then I use the Solar Res stuff. I like the bone dry. It's a great, extremely thin UV resin. It works very well. And my emitter, I got that on Amazon. You want to make sure that you line your emitter up with the curing frequency of your UV resin. So if your emitter doesn't have the same or more nanometers of wavelength, it's not going to cure right. If you hit 600 nanometer curing resin with 400 nanometer, it's not going to cure right. And it'll be sticky. And by the way, if you ever have some that are sticky, sometimes you can put alcohol on them, and that'll get the sticky to go away. But if you take them outside and lay them in the sun, they'll cure right up for you. You don't even have to have them outside very long. In fact, I had a bottle of UV resin outside fooling around with some fly line once, and the sunbeam, the light from the sunbeam hit my nozzle and it cured the resin that was in the nozzle and ruined the nozzle, and I had to buy a new one. Okay, that's good to go. Now cover the eyes. You know, make sure that you don't have any edges, because edges will interfere with how your fly swims. Because remember, you're swimming it through water. Let me use the brush. You're swimming it through water, so an edge becomes a plane, and it'll mess your swimmability up. Oh. Holy cow. Still got a little edge right there. Give me a second, I gotta change batteries. They've got a little burr up top there. Sometimes you get a burr and you got to clip it. There we go. Sometimes you get a burr and you got to file it. There we go. Now let's try that again. And there you have it. CT's fried egg streamer. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy building these. Let me see. There, now you can see it a little better. So please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also find this and other cool bugs on my website, showcase website, custom-tide.com. That's www.custom-tied.com. Have a splash, don't forget the dash. I also have a new addition on Facebook, is the Custom Tide Bugs is my new attempt at a virtual fly shop. So, you know, stop by and see it. And you can also see my Facebook group, Urban Fly Fishing. Stop by and give that a follow. Happy time.